Good morning everyone. I am Likita from CSIT. Today my English AAT concept video topic is non-verbal communication. Let us see some of the communication patterns. There are three types of communication patterns. Those are non-verbal, verbal and silence. Now my topic is non-verbal communication. Let us see about it. Non-verbal communication, non-spoken context within where all face-to-face communication takes place. It's considered that half of the messages are carried through non-verbal communication. Example, when we meet by giving the shake hand, or when a meeting occurs by respecting them. In the following images, there are some types of non-verbal communications. Ratio of verbal and non-verbal communication. Here we are going to communicate in verbal communication up to 35% only. We are communicating non-verbally up to 65%. Some of the examples of non-verbal communication are facial expression, tone of voice, movement, appearance, eye contact, gestures, posture. Let us see some of the types of non-verbal communication. There are four common types of non-verbal communication. Those are body language, space, time, paralanguage. Here are some of the examples of non-verbal communication in the images. Let us see about the body language. Body language. It's basically the movements of our bodies. It is the common things that we do in our daily life without even noticing it, which conveys a lot meaning. Example, waving hand, wrinkle on foreheads, smiling, gazing at each other, wear a coat or tie. This conveys certain meanings and other convey messages to us in return. In particular, body language includes the face and eyes, gesture, posture, and physical appearance which reflects. Face and eyes. Let us know about face and eyes, which are important or what is the role of it. The face and eyes. They are formed by the most important features of body language. We look to the face and eyes to determine much of the meaning behind the body language and non-verbal communication. For example, happiness, surprise, fear, anger, and sadness usually expressed through different facial expressions and eye patterns. See here, there is an expression of anxiety and anger or some of the excitement. Let us know about the gestures. Gestures. Gestures are a way of sending non-word messages through different body parts like physical movement of the arm, legs and hand. Through the movements of each of these body parts, we can accent and reinforce our verbal messages, and we can observe how others pronunciate or punctuate their verbal efforts with gestures. In general, the louder someone speaks, the more emphatic the gestures use it, and vice versa. Posture. Let us see what is the role of posture in non-verbal communication. Postures. A position of the body or of body parts like a sitting posture, an attitude, a pose. Posture often matters a lot in communication as emotions reflect in it. Here for example, a teacher is explaining a class to the students, then the student should be sitting in proper way. If not, they will understand that the student is not listening with concentration. So it matters in posture or in which position they are sitting. Physical appearance. Let us see the role of physical appearance in non-verbal communication. Physical appearance. It's our clothing, hair, and accessories. The appearance of our body can affect how our body movements are seen. Appearance must fit the situation as it plays vital role even in the oral communication. For example, if we are going to attend a meeting, then the dress should be formal. If you go in the informal way, then they will think that you are not responsibility or you are not responsible for what you are saying. So the dress sense or our physical appearance is also very important to give a communication or to give a speech or anything. Space. The amount of distance we need and the amount of space we perceive as belonging to us. While speaking, there should be some distance between them, right? And it depends on culture and it depends on the tradition or it depends on the country. Let us see some of the examples. Types of space. The amount of distance we need, that is intimate till inches, 18 inches. Personal means 18 to 4 feet. If it is a social, then 4 feet to 12 feet. If you are in public, then you should maintain 12 feet or beyond distance. And it depends on the situation and it depends on the country which we are giving the space. Space and culture. Here, yeah. Etiquette. Considered polite. North Americans maintain about 2 feet and South Americans stand very close. Right. Respecting personal space. Western countries strictly follow lines. Most Asian countries like Bangladesh believe in crowding. Space and culture. Yeah, here I said it depends on the countries and it depends on the situation. Here are some of the examples which they depend. Time. Let us see what is the importance of time. The way a person treats time reveals something about that person. Cultural variation on perception of time. Here, the time plays an important role actually. For example, we are going to meet a person about the business or we are going to deal a business meeting, then we have to go on time. They came at time, but you are not there. That means the deal which you are going to think, the first impression for that person will be he is not responsible even to meet me. He is not at all careful for timing. Then how he can deal the business? There will be that much negative impression for them. So you know that first impression should be best impression, right? So you have to think before you are doing something. The time should be correct and the time plays an important role. Time. In modern business, culture time is already important. By using our attitude towards time, we can convey specific messages as said the example I know. Paralanguage. Let us see about the paralanguage. Paralanguage is defined as anything other than words that adds meaning to a message. It is a non-verbal communicative behavior. Here, while we are speaking, words plays and role of 7%. That means it convey our meaning of only 7%. And it depends on our physiology. That means it depends on our way of talking or something we are going to say by gestures or our posture. It depends on that up to 55% the person can know or understand what the meaning you are going to say. And on voice tone it depends up to 38%. That means the tone which you are giving. If it is a sad situation and you are saying with a happy mood, then the meaning which you are going to convey is not at all right. And there are three kinds of paralanguage, that is rate, tone and pitch. Some of the examples of paralanguage are you there? Are you there? Are you there? There will be some difference in pitch and tone which you are going to ask. That means with respect, or you are shouting on them, or you are requesting them. It will be depend on your tone and pitch which you are going to ask or which you are going to say. And some of other types of non-verbal communication are color and physical context. Both of them are minor. That means they do not play important role, but they influence some impact in the speech or in the way of telling them. Color. Different color projects hold different meanings. The meaning of color depend on the beholder's mind. The presentation of the colors can be put on office decor, visual aid construction, etc. The different meanings of different colors. For example, red color indicates the action and the confidence, courage and vitality. Here is the example of the color and which tells the danger. Next, green, life, nature, fertility, well-being. And blue, youth, spirituality, truth, peace. White, purity and cleanliness. Black, death, early stability. Physical context. Physical context includes the structure like layout, designs of physical environment. For example, in an office, physical context includes the furniture, carpeting, locations, decorations, etc. The physical context in an area impacts on our communication, especially in terms of speaking and listening. Let us see about silence. Like other types of non-verbal communication, a complete silence also can transmit out inner view of mind. Both positive and negative attitude can be expressed through silence. Finally, it can be revealed that different types of non-verbal communication are indispensable part of our life. For example, you both quarreled and one became silent. That the meaning of it is they don't want to argue or they don't want to continue it, and the silence also means so much. And in a positive way, if we take the example in positive way, as I said, if a person is silent when quarreled, that means the one person is meant that they don't want to argue, but it depends on the other person also that what they are thinking about this person. That means they have to understand the meaning, what, why and why they are going to be silent. It depends on positive and negative way. It depends on the person which they are thinking, but the silence of the situation can explain what is the meaning there. Thank you.